content. I have decided to come out of the shadows and basically just begin to share my gifts and my thoughts with the world. It's been a while since I performed poetry that I've written. So right now I'm going to say a poem on behalf of a young man that was murdered. I grew up with this young man in my childhood. His name was Zanu. He was a well-known barber in Queens, and he was murdered some years ago. And I was so struck with grief that it culminated into a poem. And so these are my thoughts. It's called Why Him? Another gunshot, another gun blast that took another life too soon, too fast. Why him? Innocent bloodshed, malice, violence, another life of promise taken, another brother pronounced dead. Why him? Not a goon, gangbanger, or thug, a successful, handsome, talented young man forced into eternity's promised land, who inspired other lives and touched so many he left behind. Why him? Will you ever get tired of the murders, tired of pulling triggers, tired of the rest in pieces, tired of gangsters and niggas robbing our people who work hard for their ends, seeing others through a criminal lens, perpetuating a cultural holocaust against our own, trying to steal what's not yours, acquire royalties you ain't even work for? A thief is a piece of shit with no honor. And as caskets continue to drop and ministers continue to keep having eulogies, my eyes can't help but see the grief, pain, and tears and needless suffering of people who don't deserve it. The stealing of a life that wasn't yours to take. Playing God but acting like the devil, your endless greed raising the stakes. Sacrificing innocence to your idol of envy as we lay body after body in our cemeteries. Where are you, you murderer? Murdering bastards, disgraces to our race, defecation of society. When they finally catch your ass, I hope justice comes swiftly and fast, as quick as the bullets that left your gun. Streets never sleep, and you can run, but you can't hide. You can't just walk out of the dark side. Why him? He shouldn't have had to pay a dowry or price for your fucked up life choices. Why him? Every life stolen. You stab a community in the heart. Hear our voice. Why him? Because he had more green than you? More ice? A fly ride and a respected rep? Why him? Because he reminded you because of what your punk ass does not have? Or your punk ass is not? And what you don't have? Always hating. They see you doing good, but they never want to see you doing better than them. Always hating jealousy. Jealousy is a motherfucker. What do you gain by robbing the possessions of another? Why him? Why her? Why them? A mother, father, child, youth, a friend, 6 feet deep. I'm tired of asking this question. I'm sick and tired of the thug ghetto history repeating itself like a broken record, and people never learning the lesson. For every grave tells the story of a tragically ended life. No more executions, bloodshed, robberies. And before we commit our own genocide, we need a better solution. And even though my homie's life was so unlawfully stolen in this heist, I pray he's sleeping easy with Christ. Sleep easy, Zanu. Master Barber, we'll always remember you. So that was a poem in remembrance of Zanu, a young barber that got murdered in Queens a couple of years ago. And I just decided to share my poetry, share my thoughts. All right, so that's all I have to say for now. Peace.